Welcome to the Art of Marx Trains, part 36. And today we are going to look at the GE 70-ton switchers. And as I've explained before, it's always difficult to make these videos if I can't find all of the variations at the same time. And there's a glaring omission, which is the Cape Canaveral. I think I have one, couldn't find it. Also, with the New York Central number 588, I'm missing the maroon. I may have one of those. I thought I did. But anyway, this is enough to make a video for today. And we'll start with the New York Centrals. The black was the first one to come out in 1958. And the prototype was made in 57. And what's interesting is, if you remember about a year ago in the Art of Marx Trains Part 13, we talked about the 1998 diesel, the S3, and you'll notice a lot of similarities between the 1998s and the 70-tonner. If you look at the louvers and the doors on the side, you see they're the same, or very much the same. The awning is the same over the cab window, and the grille in the front is similar. But what happened is the prototype was made out of pieces of the S3. I think that's pretty cool. And so we have the 70-tonner. It resembles the GE 70-tonner. And black was the first one, and there's a couple, and I've changed or modified the front on this one to have a coupler, and so I can double head these and still, let's see, how did I do this? Pull a train. So I've got two motors, and it'll pull a pretty good train. And then, like I showed in the last video, this dark gray 588, there were two colors of gray, a light gray and a dark gray. This is the same one that was in the set that I showed in the last episode, and this is another one that I've had. It's marked 62 on the bottom. I think the gray ones were from around 1962. And then there is a maroon one. I'm missing that. And there's an Illinois Central Gulf, which is probably one of the newest ones. And this is part of the Yardmaster set, and I'll be showing that soon in another episode. There's one with no number, which is a DC powered, takes two D cells, and it's Marx. It was made in Mexico. There's an on-off switch on the top. Rock Island. This one looks like it's had some alterations. Not sure exactly what. Western Pacific, number 702. And I should mention that I think this is Illinois Central is number 801, and the Missouri Pacific over here is number 800. I think I'm correct. And then the Lehigh Valley, number 112. And these were DC operated. Let's see that there's a motor in here, but there's no battery compartment. The transformer held the batteries, and then the power is picked up and on the wheels and the center pickup. And there is a traction tire. Then this is an interesting piece. This is two 70-tonners glued back to back. Let me set this up where you can see it a little bit better. This was a custom made by Steve Eastman, and I've just pulled the motor out. Let me get that back in. hold on. I figured out what was wrong with the center cab, and I've got it over here on the track so that we can run it. Also, I brought over a couple of the other locomotives so that we could see where the cut was actually made to make the custom center cab. And you can see that the cut was made right here between the smokestack and the antenna, and then the smokestack was glued on to the antenna, if that makes sense. And then the cab was used as is, except for the overhang on the back was cut off. So really creative. Steve did a great job. Runs great, has a headlight. So let's give it a shot. Okay, we better run a couple other 70-tonners before we run out of time. There's the Missouri Pacific. For our last run, we'll do the New York Central double header. I have a fairly good sized train on it. I think I could handle more. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching the little GE 70-ton switchers. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for another edition of The Art of Marx Trains.